I just bought a server. No. Let me repeat that. I just bought a server. Surprise. This is my server. I'm kind of excited about this. I just have to say it. I'm pretty excited. But I'm not only excited about the fact that I now own this amazing server. I'm excited about the fact that in today's video, we're going to take a look at this thing and frickin' upgrade it. Yeah! You know, because I got 2 new Intel Xeon CPUs, a metric buttload of registered ECC memory, some Arctic MX4 thermal paste, and a sponsorship from FSP. Thank you so much to FSP for sponsoring this video, by sponsoring this video and sending one of their amazing Dagger Pro SFX PSUs. The Dagger Pro 850 watt SFX 80 plus gold power supply can handle the demand of even the newest graphics cards and CPUs, and is a perfect fit for your small form factor or even full ATX PC build. It has 2 8-pin EPS connectors for even the most demanding systems, and is freaking adorable. So thank you so much to FSP for sponsoring this video. Let's get right back into it. So, this is an Asus ESC 4000 G2. If you don't know what any of those numbers mean, I don't either. So let's get this thing open and just get right into it. Oh boy. There we go. Now that is a beautiful freaking server. We got our 16 DIMM slots on both sides of our dual CPU sockets. Now, these are LGA 2011 sockets, so sadly, this is not the newest server on the planet. Although it could be worse. This server is kind of freaking amazing, and I don't know how much you can see into this chassis. I'm kind of limited in what I can see that you can see. But if you can see right here, you may be able to tell that there's already a graphics card installed in here, which may spoil the purpose of the server, but here it is. It can fit 4 dual slot graphics cards in a server, in a 2U server. Graphics card servers are usually 4Us and have the graphics cards, installed normally where they are vertical in the chassis, just lining the side like this. But in this 2U, they've made the most of the space where they still have dual CPUs, 16 DIMM slots, now that is DDR3, but hey, whatever works. A ton of fans, plenty of hard drive expansion with 8 hot swap bays, one of which I'm actually using for my SATA boot drive, SSD of course, and space as well as power for 4 full-size dual-slot graphics cards. Now, the width of the cards is limited to basically slot width, but there's still a lot you can do with that, which I will show you in a minute. And surprisingly, it actually has enough power for all of those GPUs. With 4 8 plus 8 pin connections, this thing can easily handle any kind of graphics card that can physically fit in the chassis. Not to mention, as for the power supplies for this frickin' server, we've got 2 of these 80 plus platinum 1650 watt redundant or combined hot swap power supplies. Plenty for anything I could afford to put in it. Real quick, let's get right into the upgrade. So, I hate to say it, the CPUs I showed you are Xeon E5 2620s. This is what originally came with the server. I've been actually working on this for a couple days now. I haven't been able to do a video or anything. So, unfortunately, I have already upgraded the CPUs, and the server is very temperamental, as are all servers. So, yeah, I'm not gonna, I thought about just taking it apart and doing it again, but no. But yeah, so these are 2620 V1s. They came with the server. They are 6-core, 12-thread, terrible CPUs. I don't like them. They kind of suck. I've upgraded it to 2 2640 V2s. You may have heard that I got those for free like a while ago, almost a year ago. I made a video about it, maybe it was 6 months ago. I made a video about how I got them for free, and I tested them in video, and they both worked, and I was like, oh my god. And they both work in this server. It supports up to V2 Xeon E5s. I can actually go much higher, get up to like 40 cores total even. But I think 2 8-core 16-thread for a total of 16 cores, 32 threads in a server like this, where it's actually mostly for GPU compute applications anyway, is absolutely fine. As for RAM, it comes stock with 16 gigabytes of ECC registered DDR3, and I'm going to be upgrading that to 64 gigs right now, because I happen to have extra RAM of surprisingly the same kind. Although, I will be testing this, and I can almost, I don't want to say guarantee. You know what, let me do the little stupid thing with the RAM that you guys all fucking love. I lost my previous train of thought. Before I turn this thing on, I want to show you guys a couple cool things about it. So, servers, as you've probably heard 1,000 times, always do some of the craziest things to get expansion and similar. Some of it seems like unnecessary, but some of it's really freaking cool. Like the way they do their PCI Express expansion slots. Because obviously it's very hard to just get PCIe in a form factor like this, you know, to work correctly, especially sideways and all that, with a weird, lengthy, girthy, whatever the hell you want to call a motherboard like this. So Asus used these. It's 2 normal PCIe 16X slots. I tested, it's just 2 normal slots, to 4 PCIe 16X slots. If you somehow manage to plug in 4 graphics cards into this, then they run in 8X mode, but that's pretty freaking cool. And each one of these risers, the one on this side, and the graphics cards in it, I actually have a 3060. It's the Zotac 3060. If anyone has one, send it to me, because they're the perfect card for this chassis. And an NVIDIA Titan XP, Titan X Pascal, not a Titan XP Pascal, different card for some reason. Whatever. So that's what I have rocking in there now. That's the 2 cards that fit that I have, so I'll be running that for now in the application I'll be running it for. What that is, you don't have to worry about, because it's not yours. So yeah, and then you just run the PCI Express power through that, and yeah. And I thought that was pretty freaking neat. So I thought I would show it to you. Getting this back in is halfway a nightmare. There we go. And when I get 2 more graphics cards, hopefully 3060s or NVIDIA Founders Editions or a mix between them, put them in there, and then I can run this thing full. It has 7 3,000 plus RPM fans. I don't know how fast they are, but man, they are more than 3,000 RPM. That's just what they're running at, like at their low speed. When they spin up, they're very fast. These are, I think, so they are about 48 watts each, times 7 is roughly fucking 300 watts of straight fan power, which is totally not a waste of wattage. I'm actually probably going to take these 2 out, because with no GPUs, they're completely pointless. And actually, the reason these 2 GPUs are perfect is because they both have the fins that face the right way, which means the air can flow through them. You get the point, yada yada. Let's turn this thing on, and so you guys can get the full experience here. Now, I've turned it on before. I boot tested it. It's very temperamental, so it may not fully boot the first time. Let's go DisplayPort. It's supposed to boot to its integrated graphics in the motherboard, but it doesn't anymore. They broke. For some reason, it now boots to the frickin' graphics card that is technically not supposed to operate as an output, but whatever. So yeah, then we plug in our Ethernet. I know, so organized, am I right, guys? Screw it, let's just hope for the best. Oh yeah, that's definitely working. That's what a working server sounds like. That's some good airflow. Oh man. Can you even hear anything? Oh my god. This is not meant to be ran in a bedroom. Also, the keyboard's not glowing. It didn't work. I don't think I would have beat that time. This keyboard's supposed to light up pretty colors when it's working. I don't think it's working, guys. Am I even in focus? I don't think so. I don't think I'm in focus. I think my focus is set to like up here. I can't tell. Can you guys even hear anything? There we go. Now it's turning up. I have never heard it get that loud before. Is it about to speed up again, or is it gonna go into Windows? Oh, our thing turned off. Oh, turned back on. Oh, the screen's on. I know it's out of focus. Screen's on. Black screen. Oh, is it fucking updating? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's updating? You can't make this up, man. I just want to test my server. It's updating the fucking Windows. Alright, let me move my focus on my camera so that you guys can hopefully, possibly see the screen. So, now it probably would have actually worked with the more memory installed. When you install new memory in a server, it usually likes to do memory training first. You see, it's still updating. I lost my train of thought. Entirely. Oh yeah, and that takes like, literally I've seen it take like 10 to 15 minutes to boot, and it's so dumb. It's taking a while to boot up. It was like a good 5 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Our CPU is a Xeon R CPU E5 2640B2 at 2 GHz. But here's the thing. It says sockets 2, cores 16. That's amazing. And you actually change the graph into NUMA nodes now, and there's 2 of them. Because there's 2. Look at all them logical processors. You can't see a fucking thing, can you? No, you can't. Memory only have 16 gigs, 2 of 16 slots filled, SSD. And we have our RTX 3060 and Titan X Pascal running nice and cool. You can do anything you could normally do on this server. So it's not like it's like, you know, not just like a computer. Like you could go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube on Bing. Well, you can watch my video in 5K resolution. It's so crisp. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, see, it's amazing. Papa da boopy, you know? You can watch the newest Dinky the Sink PC build video. That's the easy way to turn it off. So, in conclusion, I bought a server. You didn't. Haha. Talk about it in the comments. Love you guys. See you next one. Peace.